Congratulations! Scenario cleared! Congratulations on a job well done. You've mastered these 6 scenarios. However, the real challenge still remains. Move the cursor to the right to find the 2 bonus scenarios. Hey, I'm Joy. Let's go for a cruise. Welcome to the final episode of SimCity. Now, I had to go back to finish the Detroit scenario to actually do it, and it was frustrating. It took me 5 attempts to finally do it, and I had to do some things that I never thought I would need to do, such as building up a whole new district of the city on the Canadian side of the border. Look, the key to finishing Detroit is simple. Build up your revenue through taxes by pretty much making your city as rich as possible. Then, in the last 2 years, place down all of the police departments funded by all the money you've saved up. I'm looking online for more tips on how to beat the scenario. I saw one guy comment that it was the easiest scenario. Explain to me how. When all of these 5 other scenarios took me 1 attempt, this one took 5. And I barely know this game. Anyways, let's move on to the actual subject of today's episode. Las Vegas. So the 2 bonus scenarios unlock by completing the first 6. The first one is the Las Vegas UFO attack. Yes, you heard me right. I'll go to that one in a bit. The last scenario is free land. I know it just says free, but it's free land. Free land is simple. You start off with a pre-made village, and it's in an area that has no water. There's no water, which means no waterfront. And at the same time, since it's a scenario mission, it doesn't get any special buildings to help you build up the city. So you have that challenge alone. Your goal for free land is simple. Take it from a village and get it to a megalopolis. You have unlimited time to do this. And you have to do it without relying on waterfront properties to increase value or those bonus buildings. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that for this series, because that would take me absolutely forever, and the simple fact that I've so far never actually gotten a megalopolis in regular gameplay. So, yeah, I'm gonna save that. Maybe I'll come back to do it later on if I actually start streaming on this website, but maybe not, I don't know. Either way, this will be the final episode, and we're going to Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Las Vegas, USA, 2096. Las Vegas, the world's largest gambling city, was severely damaged by a sudden attack of UFOs. While the government hasn't denied any UFO sightings whatsoever, gamblers are leaving their chips at the tables and fleeing for their lives. Your tasks are to put out the fires from the attack and rebuild the city to an active metropolis within 10 years. Right, so the end goal for this is pretty simple. We start off as a capital, we have to get it to a metropolis, and keep our mayor sighting to be good, and oh my goodness, this city is... Ooh, that's a lot of unnecessary roads. That's a lot of unnecessary roads. Okay, so if I remember right, there should be something special around. Yes, there's one. 2 of them, actually. So normally in scenarios, special buildings are not available. You can't build them. However, Las Vegas, from what I've read, is the sole exception. These are casinos. Which makes sense, this is Vegas after all. I'm guessing this is the Strip. Casinos are very simple. They give you special income and boost nearby commercial zones. However, they also increase crime. Now, the fact that there's police stations already right next to them, that already helps with the crime that they generate, but still. got 3 nuclear power plants, so that's gonna be... We're set on power, and my goodness. These roads are utterly horrible. And that's the only bit of rail. Wow. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is a... You want this built up to a metropolis? And the fact that there's no... We're in the middle of the desert, so all we have to increase property value is park, because there's no trees or water. Oh boy, this is the last scenario, alright. Okay, let's see what the guide has to say about this scenario. Pulling it up. Las Vegas, alright. Goal is to rebuild the city and get it back to a thriving metropolis. UFO attacks will not occur immediately, so fix up your fire coverage to assure that the UFO's damages will be lessened. This is the only scenario to contain gifts already in it, the multiple casinos. So build a commercial around them. You'll face multiple invasions in the 10 years covered here, but the first is easily the longest. The ones following are about 3 attacks long each, as opposed to the near 20 of the first one. Okay, just work on building your city up to a metropolis. Build around the outside of the map to lessen chances of subsequent attacks connecting with your buildings. That's a neat thing to know, alright. And be sure to fix the woefully inadequate rail system. Yeah, that rail system definitely does need some help. Okay, so... let's immediately pause so we can understand. So, alright, so fire coverage, I should have waited until the city loaded in proper, but I don't know when the UFOs are actually gonna come, so I'm not just gonna sit around and wait. I'm gonna... Hey, how many nuclear... Okay, we have all the nuclear power, apparently. I don't think the city needs 5 reactors with how small it is. Okay. Okay, so, alright, fire coverage. I'm definitely going to need to do a lot of road work here. Build up around the edges. That's going to be an interesting thing, because usually you don't want to do that. Usually that causes you to, Usually the way this game works is that the closer to the city's center you are, the more likely it is to develop into better places, so... yeah, that's not gonna happen if we build around the edge, but if that's what's gonna help, then so be it. Probably focus around some of these areas that already have park in them. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure out which places to just get rid of. Alright. So, fire department, let's put one down here, because there needs to be. And, I know fire departments don't need to be as all over the place as police stations need to be, so don't need to worry about that too much. And honestly don't see how the fire coverage seems fine enough as is, so I don't know what the game was on about, so alright, I guess let's get it running. Okay. I don't know which roads I want to get rid of though, so building around the edge of the map. If that's gonna help then. Guess I'll start with these curvy roads. Curvy roads aren't useful. Jeez, this is an interesting city to work with. They generally do not give you much to actually work with. come up with something. Yeah, it's already complaining about the rail system, so... Okay, I think I'll start building... I think I'll build up around the corners, actually. That corner and this corner. So the other two, I'll probably delete the roads for them. This city is so barren. It's honestly just really confusing how utterly empty it is. There's genuinely nothing here. It's almost unsettling in a way, how barren Las Vegas, of all places, is. Heck, even New Vegas isn't this barren. Definitely the ultimate case of, no, you do not need this many roads. Jeez, now I'm scared when they're gonna start coming. I've never actually seen the UFOs in this game, so this is going to be my first time actually seeing what the UFO attack disaster even looks like. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. Industry needs to be built up, so... yeah, we can make this sort of like the industrial sector. What's the ratio looking like for RCI? Actually lacking on in residential, which, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so start building up residential around here then. It completely does not matter that they're literally right next to a power plant, because nuclear power does not give pollution, so that should be fine. all the park in the world if I'm gonna make this scenario work as well as it should. Residential is like a massively important thing to have. If you don't have enough of it, it makes your city not work. So get as much of it as you can fit. Okay. The reason I'm worrying about the RCI here is that in this game, the ratio of residential to commercial to industrial should be 2-1-1. So for every 2 residential, you want 1 industrial and 1 commercial. So that's usually how this game balances it, at least. And that's bloody school. I'm not gonna tolerate you at the moment. Let's put down some police. So they don't have any crime to worry about. Jeez, when are these UFOs gonna attack? See you down there. Do not care for you schools. And they're developing. There's definitely not going to be any high-level residential anytime soon. Thankfully, thanks to the casinos, there's at least going to be high-level commercial. So, yeah, there's at least that. Gonna need all of the... UFOs. I need to know what the UFOs are going to do. So I did find out what the schools are useful for, at least. Having enough of them unlocks a special building under normal mode, the library. Unfortunately, that's under normal mode. We're in scenarios, so schools are useless here. Hey. They're developing, finally. Finally. Even I don't know what I say sometimes. Let's not have some pollution over here. We need as much residential as possible. Seriously, where the heck are the bloody UFOs? A few more industrial, maybe. Yeah, we're starting to see traffic. Yeah, that's to be expected. Okay. Mix that all with rail. Getting a lot of traffic, actually. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot more traffic than I expected. Okay. I should start working on that. Should help. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pause the game, and I'm just gonna skip ahead at this point to when the first alien attack happens, so yeah, I'll see you in a little bit then, because you just don't want to, you came here for a scenario, not me just doing SimCity, so yeah. See you in a bit. Well, they've arrived. No warning, just suddenly appeared. And they're destroying the casinos. That's wonderful. Just great. Oh no, not the casinos. Ugh. Run! Hide! Ah! Aliens are attacking Las Vegas! Parts of the city have been damaged by the attack. Check the city for damage and rebuild as soon as possible. I guess this is the only place the alien disaster actually happens. So, yeah, that's a lot of fire. The strip is in shambles. How many casinos actually survive that? Because I need those casinos. Jeez. Like, properly targeted them. Ugh. Oh. Well, there's one up there, at least. And so long as those ones don't get destroyed, they are still usable. Jeez, that is a massive destruction they left. I was just busy updating the rail system when they attacked. Jeez. Let's pause and see what was going on. It's 29-7, by the way. Ah, man. That was a lot of damage. Okay, so what do I do now? There's fires burning all over the place. I guess do what I can to stop them from spreading. Jeez. this. The power's alright there, so we can fix that later. Okay, so... Okay, those ones should be contained. Over here... Jeez. Try to stop them from spreading too much elsewhere. It's the best thing I can do. They just deleted this area. So I've been building up the residential district down here, trying to make it so that it gives more income and taxes. Oh boy, did I need to rely on those casinos to get by last year. Oh, and yeah, by the way, it's 2097 now. Jeez, those aliens did a number on the place. Okay, any place I missed? They were, like, purposefully targeting the strip as well, so... Yeesh. Should be noted that this scenario is almost certainly replacing a particular scenario in the PC version of the game. I read this off camera, and it's kind of interesting. So, in the PC version, there are two different scenarios rather than free land in Las Vegas. Instead of free land, you have Dolesville, which is suffering from a massive epidemic of boredom. Pretty much the city is incredibly boring, and you have to make it interesting again by making it into a metropolis. Okay, it's interesting enough, or simple enough. But then there's the other scenario. That scenario is Hamburg, 1944. Now, I'm not going to say exactly what event it's relating to, because that would just... I'm certain YouTube would yell at me, and I'm a small channel, and I don't need that. But... yeah, that's World War II era Germany. And the Allies... well... they were up to a lot when it came to their aeroplanes. And, Hamburg got to see a lot of Allied power planes. Yeah, so, yeah, in the... rather than an alien attack decimating a city in the desert, you have an actual real-world, very, very... what's the word I'm thinking of? Controversial. A very controversial event from a very, very infamous real-life time period. That's an interesting, setup you're putting there, SimCity. Very interesting. But, yeah. I'm almost certain that would not fly in the SNES port, so... it doesn't exist in the SNES port. Okay. And instead, we get aliens. But, yeah, that's, the aliens did a lot. Okay, so let's unpause and see how the fires get dealt with. Fire coverage should be good, at the very least. Crime is not bad, at least, so there's that. Okay, it's not as good as I would have wanted it to be. Let's put a fire department somewhere around here, then. Fires are going out, so at least there's that. did not lower the fire budget, because that is a bad idea for... especially when there's this many fires around. I was not expecting to be that much destruction, gonna be honest. And the strip is without power as well, so there's that. Okay. Thankfully, some of the casinos did survive, which is good. Those will help. But I can definitely see why they said to build up around the edges, because the edges weren't exactly hit at all. Man, that did a number on the place. There's a lot that I now have to rebuild. A whole lot I have to rebuild. Those traffic jams later. Thankfully, it doesn't look like the city is that destroyed, at the very least. But I still wouldn't exactly say this is the greatest situation for the city. Okay, the place is gonna be without power for a bit, unfortunately. I think the fires are starting to calm down as well. Thank goodness for fire coverage. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with some of these other places, because, yeah. The casinos are gonna be a bit damaged, unfortunately, but there's not much I can do about that. Either way, let's get this city back to something resembling a city. The thing about partially destroyed zones like this one, it still functions as a fully functional commercial zone. And again, already... You'd be kidding me, it's not even been a year. Well, at least the guy was right. That wasn't that much worse than the last one, and I don't know what the guy down here was doing when he was just attacking nothing. I guess thankfully he was just attacking nothing. Alright, so, as I was saying before the aliens decided to interrupt, partially destroyed zones like this one, they fully function as the zone like this. However, they will not develop at all. They're pretty much stuck with it like that. It's, kind of annoying. But I hope I'm wrong at least, because again, I'm a little, bit lacking on knowledge in this game, but hey, I do my best. Anyways, I forget where that third one attacked. Where was it? Oh, there. Alright, well, might as well just destroy the rest of this road, because there's nothing there anymore. Jeez. Alright, well, I think I'll cut it there, and check it with you a bit later on the update, so, yeah, see you in a bit. The scenario's half over, the city is in shambles, and I am broke. I genuinely do not believe I am going to be able to win this scenario, because I have not been able to get even close to a metropolis. For some reason, the people still love me regardless. I don't know why, but yeah. Either way, the the UFOs keep coming. They keep on destroying up the place. The strip is barely recognizable anymore. Thankfully, that casino has been a source of income. They've been destroying other places. They've just been completely ruining the place, and every time I try and do something, more come, and yeah, this is definitely meant. I can definitely see why they made this the final bonus scenario, because this is hard. Even Rio de Janeiro I managed to struggle my way through, despite the fact the disaster just kept on repeating. But this is on a whole nother level. At this point, I really don't have much else to show you, because I really can't even do much else. The last 2 in-game years, I've done a little at the start, and then nothing else, because I don't have the money to do much else. So, yeah, I'll cut to the end. Maybe I can squeeze out just a slight victory, but I doubt it. Till then, yeah, it's just gonna be... This is what happens when aliens attack Vegas. I guess aliens just don't like gambling. Well, see ya in the end. Because this scenario is something else. See you a bit. You see what I mean? This is what happens, and now that's just another part of the city that's gone. See you later. Well, this city's a lost cause. The scenario's about to finish, and I've done something. Look, the city's destroyed. There's some areas that I've managed to get developed, make some money, but otherwise, yeah. Those alien attacks are merciless. They do not give you any breaks, and boy does it show. I don't think I've even increased the population since it started. The closest I got was about 94,000-ish, but I never made it to a metropolis, as the music should give away. But yeah, this scenario is hard, man. Real hard. People still just barely like me anyways, so I guess there's that at least. But since the mission goal is to reach a metropolis, I have failed. Man, this was one heck of a mission. Well, not much I can really do now. So, yeah.
Miss!
You're fired. I'm sorry, but your plans for the city have failed. The residents are demanding a new mayor, as your city is in great disorder. Let's think about what went wrong in your master plan and try again. Unfortunately, I can't try again at the moment, because that's gonna have to be it for this series. I like the game. It definitely is nice. Albeit, the scenarios, some of them can be a bit more stressful than others. But they're neat. Maybe someday down the line I'll come back and do replay this scenario to try and win, and maybe even give Freeland a try. And who knows, maybe I'll even go do some of the scenarios from the other SimCity games. Well, I know SimCity 2000 has the scenarios, but I don't know about the rest of the games, so... But, yeah. That's SimCity for the SNES. now it's time to finally move on to the next Let's Play. This one was supposed to be a bit shorter than others, but unfortunately, due to how long it took me to make each episode, it ended up being a bit longer than I had wanted. Ah well. I still have enough time. If I get everything on time, I still have enough time to do my plan for the next Let's Play. Just have enough time for it. But you'll have to wait until the next time for that. Anywho, keep your ears on the wireless. I'll be sailing off for now. Hope you join me for the next cruise. Till then, bon voyage.